Hello students, today we are going to discuss a very important topic, that is the analysis of pipe network by Hardy cross method. Right. So what is our topic? Our topic is the determination of pipe network, the analysis of pipe network by using Hardy cross method. So what happens in this method is that we have to analyze the flow inside the pipe network, and by that means we have to design a pipe network. You understand that the pipe that we use in the water supply scheme is not a single pipe, but it is a combination of a network of pipe. So when there is flow in an entire network, so how does the flow is affected in each pipe? This is what we have to understand by the Hardy cross method. So any formula of head loss due to friction can be used, like we can use the Darcy-Weisbach equation, or we can use other type of equations that we have for head loss due to friction. So if we consider a single pipe, right? If we consider a single pipe of a single diameter, so you know that there would be a head loss due to friction when water is flowing inside this pipe, right? What is this head loss due to friction? It is 4F L V square by 2G D, right? So you understand that the head loss due to friction in a single pipe network is HF is equal to 4FLV square by 2GD. This is what is given by your Darcy-Weisbach equation, right? So this equation, F is as you know that the friction coefficient, L is the length of this pipe, V is the velocity of flow within this pipe, G is D is the diameter of pipe. So this head loss due to friction is given in terms of velocity, right? But what we have to do is to analyze this pipe network in terms of flow rate. So what we'll do is we'll convert this equation into an equation in terms of flow rate, right? So you understand that Q is equal to AV, right? Q is equal to AV. That means that you can write V is equal to Q upon A. Is it okay with you? So in the equation, and also you know that area of a circular pipe is pi d square divided by 4, right? This is your area of cross section in which the flow is taking place, right? When you know this equation, V is equal to Q by I and A is equal to pi d square by 4, you can convert the equation for head loss due to friction to an equation in terms of flow rate. So by substituting, we can write HF is equal to 4F, L is what we have, V is equal to Q upon A. So we can write V is equal to Q square upon A square, right? And also we have 2GD, right? So you have this equation. Now in this equation you can further write the value of A as pi d square by 4. So you can write 4F L Q square divided by 2GD. Now in place of A square you can write pi d square by 4 square, right? Now 4FL Q square by 2G D. Now this will become pi square, this will become d to the power 4, and this will become 16. This 16 can be taken towards upside, so we can write 4 into 16 F into L into Q square divided by 2G. D into D4 is d to the power 5, and also we can write pi square, right? If we cancel this out, so we are remain with 2, 16 2 is 32 F L Q square by G d to the power 5 pi square, right? In this thing, except for the q, every other thing is constant, right? So in this place, if we can write a constant which can be k or n as per your convenience, and also as per different books, we have the head loss due to friction HF is equal to kq to the power 2. Also, in different formulas, you will write HF is equal to kq to the power n, where n you can write where n is equal to 2 for Darcy-Weisbach equation. So this is your equation for HF. HF is equal to kq to the power 2 or kq to the power n, right? So here onwards you will try to understand that a pipe network, that is a system of pipe, works with the principle of HF is equal to kq to the power n, and it is equally supported by the continuity equation. What do we have in our continuity equation is the water coming inside a pipe is the amount of water which will go outside, provided that the head loss due to friction is minimum, right? So if 90 meter cube per second or 90 liter per second water is entering a pipe section, it is expected that the water leaving this pipe sections or these pipe sections is equal to that amount. For example, if there are two pipes, for example, let me see that if this is a pipe network, right, some water, for example 90 is entering into it, right? So if this is a pipe network, some water will exit here, some water will exit here, right? So this is the amount of water, right? So when the water is leaving, so there must be, if this is a closed network, there must be some water inside this also, right? So if the water entering is 90 here, right? So we have to design our pipe network system in a manner that this 90 should also leave, right? So for example, if in this network the water is leaving like this is 60, right? So what will happen is there should be 30 here, right? So if from this section here is 60, here is 30, right? This 90 is bifurcated. So if 20 is here getting out from this section and 60 is getting out from this section, that means out of this 30, 10 is getting out from this section, right? what do you understand? That if the 60 liter per second water in this section is leaving entirely from this section and 30 is leaving in this direction, and out of this 30, 20 is leaving here, left here. So what will be left with us is, if 60 is getting here, so this 10 and this 20 will make the amount of water here leaving this section as 70. Initially I had wrote 60. Why did I write 60? Because this was my assumption. So what I am trying to explain to you, now if you see, the amount of water leaving this section is, from here it was 90, 60 to this point and 30 to this point. That means 60 plus 30, that is 90 was leaving from here, right? Now let us suppose this is B section, this is C section. So from C section, 20 was leaving in this direction and some amount of water from this section was going into this direction. If the entire 60 was leaving from this direction, so we initially wrote 60 here. But as per our continuity equation, the amount of water entering the system is the amount of water leaving the system. So we had to necessarily write 70 here, that is 60 this and 10 this, that is 70 is exiting from here and 20 is exiting here. That means the total amount is 90 again, right? Where 10 is in this section. So what I am trying to explain is that the amount of water entering a pipe network is the same amount of water that would be leaving this amount. So what we are actually doing is that we do not understand, or we do not have the current knowledge that we can say that in this pipe network, for example this is A, so we don't have the correct knowledge to predict that. We know that 90 was entering from here, but we cannot properly say that 60 is going here and 30 is going here. So what we are doing in Hardy-Cross method is a system of trial and error. What we are doing is, initially we are assuming amount of water in a section, and after that we are applying corrections to it, right? So when we are applying correction to it, we are applying the correction in a manner that the amount of water that is entering into the section is the amount of water that is also leaving this section, leaving this pipe network. Okay, so this video is getting a little longer, so we will make this video into two portions. I'll upload the next portion very soon. Up to this you have to understand and ask me any type of question that you have come up with up to now, and the second part of this video will be uploaded very soon.